welcome back. After actually being called out in the Monster Rancher Discord for not having updated in a while, I figured it would probably be good to get back to this. Welcome to the first time we're actually going to have training gadgets. Sadly, they're all the same level of training gadget, so this is still not going to be terribly interesting. The show generally gets you the best results if you do lowest tiered first. Whoops. But all we have is low tier. And also, shows still don't give you enough money to really be worth it. Someone in the comments, I forget who, and I apologize for forgetting your name, commented that there's not like a whole lot of reward for bothering with the performances. And I agree. Like, I think EVO has a lot of good ideas. I just think a lot of the execution was kind of done poorly. And I think in no small part because Tecmo really seemed to want to turn Monster Rancher into a traditional JRPG. Which, like, 4 dabbled in a little bit, because, like, there is no, like, in-tournament, there's just, like, the final expedition, so, like, I kind of see where they were going with that, make it more, cinematic, more like an anime. Which, you know, on paper is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, that said, the thing that really does it in is the fact that this game has garbage pacing. And a lot of the story just doesn't make any sense. That's why I argue, like, this has got to be its own timeline. It's like its own continuity. It has to be. I'm just... it does not link to anything else. And it's so weird. And, like, the only connection that it has to the rest of the series is, like, Pororo shows up in Monster Rancher DS, and that's it. And, like, don't get me wrong, I like Pororo and Maya. I actually think they're really good monster designs. I actually feel like Maya probably got the short end of the stick because it had to be in Monster Rancher EVO. But, like, yeah, you know, I think it's one of those things where, I've not done... Mochi, okay. And so it's... My thoughts on it are, like, there's a lot of good ideas in EVO, and they're buried very beneath terrible execution, and not, like, there doesn't seem to be a very clear through line. Part of the reason I'm starting off with the show is not just to show what it looks like when you have gadgets, though that is a nice thing to see in motion, because, like, it does kind of feel like there is some logical progress, especially going from performance, which is, like, useless, to gadgets, which will actually get us meaningful results. And, yeah, like, we're done already, but, like, there's still... Like, these shows are not long, but they still go on too long. But where I was going with that is more like... You can definitely see, like, there were good ideas, but they're really bogged down by a lot of bad ones. It's like, oh, we want, like, a more traditional linear storytelling format. Well, okay, how are we gonna do that? Well, we're just gonna stick to every JRPG cliche imaginable. Like, seriously, just imagine any cliche that you see in a JRPG, like, constantly. I guarantee you, EVO does it, or does something very reminiscent of it. Like, without fail. Like, really, just, like, pick one. And I guarantee you, EVO has something. And honestly, like, the best chapter in the game is like a mid-story chapter. It ends up being, up and away, the best chapter is Kingdom Capital Campana. And, like, you don't spend a whole lot of time there. Like, but, like, the designs are the coolest, the town is the coolest, the dungeon is the best in the game, and it's just... Oh, everything afterwards is such a letdown. Like, you could have had the game go from, like, Kolno to Kingdom Capital Campana, and then spent like most of the story there, and then go to the finale chapter, which I won't spoil for those who haven't seen. But like, you could have paced the story that way, and you actually would have had a much better game for your time. Is what I'm saying. Like, there is going to be so much fluff and filler, and what you're about to see is this chapter is going to show us the loop we're going to be on for the rest of the gameplay hours spent in Monster Rancher EVO. Because we just did a performance. It's our first performance. Hee hee. Tico, what are you doing? Ah, Neu. You want to see something cool? These are my two treasures. One of them is this pendant. I've had it since I was a baby. Wow, it's pretty. Maybe it was a present from your real mother, huh, Tico? Yeah, I think so too. But my other treasure was from my forest mother, a crystal flower. That is pretty. They don't even show it to us. Each of these are remind us of your two mothers. Yep, that's why I like them. This crystal flower, it's like it's full of the love of your Maya mother. Oh. Yeah, Maya's actually a locked breed. And this event right here unlocks Maya's. Random, but true. It's happening. It's like new powers rising up from within. You now create Maya-type monsters. You know what? You create using some saucers now you couldn't before. You might be able to create using some saucers now we couldn't before. That just dropped my IQ, like physically just lower than it was before. So, here's where the loop begins. Albert's late back from shopping. Ah, there he is. Welcome back. Okay, listen up everyone. Seems like this town is in a little bit of trouble. This gentleman will explain. I am the world-famous gadget master of this town, Bruce the Lodestar. Yes, to put it bluntly, Geonite, the gadget fuel. We can't give you any. Huh? Hey, listen. Don't be a fool. If it's money you want, it's money we got. Yeah, barely. Please, my silver fox friend. What? Silver fox is a term for an older person who's attractive. What? We want to sell you Geonite, but there's none in town. Huh? Say what? In the under area of the town is a huge arms factory. Since it was built, all Geonite production has ceased. Arms factory. Yeah, because that's definitely belongs in a Monster Rancher game. Geonite's energy from the land, right? That's right, my little kitten. We suspect the factory is consuming it all. We're losing all our business because of it. So that's why everyone's so sad. You notice, honey boy, in short... Jeez. Though we would like to do business with you, we have nothing to sell. It looks like we'll be staying here for a while. Yeah, I better come up with a plan. So, basically, to move the plot forward, we need to put on a show. Doesn't matter how well you do in the show, it just matters that you put on a show. So, basically, everyone's resting except Marlene's monster, because Marlene likes to break monsters. And, yeah. At this point, we're not driving the story. The story is driving us. I'm not even really being sarcastic at this point. It's literally going to be paced by the game, not us. Circus people, may I say something? That's our word. Who are you? I'm Daisy. I work in the arms factory. You believe Geonite, right? Sure do. But how do you know that? I overheard some talk in town. I wasn't spying or anything. If you want to get some Geonite, I have a nice proposition. You want to hear it? Geonite? Yeah. Why are you confused by that? You are so stupid. It's dead simple. You see, I can get you into a little tournament we're having. What do you mean? Basically, the factory's putting on a monster battle, just for fun. The tournament winner gets a share of the factory Geonite. Then it's not just for fun, it's for profit, Daisy. So it's true, the factory is hoarding all the Geonite. In any case, Geonite's a really precious commodity in town. That's why the goods split the profits and you make a fortune. How about it? Now we get it. This help is a way for you to make money. In simple terms, yeah. Well, what else are you gonna do? Darn, I really don't like it. What choice do we have? Now you're talking. Give me a shot when you're ready. I'll be in the factory in the under area, partner. Partner! Absolutely. We're in business together now. See you soon. Yeah, Nayuta's reading into that a bit too much. What cheeks? Neckclown's partner? I don't know. You guys are kind of similar. There's a lot of cat fighting right here. Okay, so basically what this does is it now gives us the option to enter a battle when we schedule. I'm not going to be doing that. Not immediately, anyway. So, then what I will do is I'll put the battle. It's not shown up yet, but it will. It will show up as a schedulable event. schedulable. You're able to place it onto your schedule, let's say. But again, we are very much at the game's mercy here. Monster raising is starting to grow. I wonder what kind of monster it'll be. That's a prime warning. But again, it doesn't matter because lifespan's a non-mechanic. Now, see, you might be surprised by my saying that. You might be going, Snek, you love Monster Rancher Advance too. In lifespan, the monster doesn't die at the end of its lifespan in that game either. And that's 100% true. Now, the difference is, in Monster Rancher Advance 2, if you push its lifespan all the way to 0, it hits this threshold. It can't train anymore, it can't fight anymore, it can't go on expeditions anymore. Time for David's DNA lecture. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me clear the first thought out of the air first before I get into this. So, in Monster Rancher EVO, none of that's true. If a monster hits end of life, they can literally still be used in battles and expeditions. So basically, you don't need really to worry about their lifespan. They'll stop gaining stats, but that's it. Everything else is literally the same, and it doesn't matter. It's super easy to beat this game in one generation as a result. Now, DNA in this game was designed to supposedly be more complex under the hood, and the whole idea is, well, to show you, it's easier than trying to listen to Nayuta's explanation of it. So, there's this little thing marked DNA underneath their fatigue. The thing with it is, every time a monster is fused, a bit more of the DNA is burned up, and fewer traits get passed to the next generation. But like I said, it's completely irrelevant in the series and never touches on this again. Fusing monsters is so secondary, reflecting on it in the 3 full times I played this game start to back, I don't think I ever did. Because it's pointless. Like, there's no reason to. If you just get hyper-specialized monsters, which are the best monsters to have in this game, confidence the monster you're raising is starting to grow. Okay, so yeah, everything is as it should be. I'm glad for that. So, we're just gonna, keep on keeping on here. And you guys are gonna see a lot less of this going forward. I'm going to start. Sickness is literally, the more your monster gets sick, the more its child. It's supposed to be a representation of naturalism, but it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the monsters in this game are tools. They have no personality, they have no independent life or will to call their own. They are just tools to be used by us to advance a story that has almost nothing to do with monsters in the first place. Alright, let's do it again. 13 minutes in, you guys, this is a pulse-pounding episode, am I right? What? Expeditions into Arctic mountains, or volcanoes, or jungles? Lame. You definitely want to do the same rhythm timing minigames over and over and over again for the next 40 hours of your life! Haha! Don't worry, I understand what the kids want, said the snake oil salesman talking to Tecmo in the early aughts, presumably in Japanese. So, the whole thing with Maya. Maya, as I mentioned in the last episode, is a linchpin of our forces, and will be so the entire game. The reason for that is Maya is here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is gotta go fast. I'm going to max out, or get as close to maxing out as possible, Maya's speed. EVO was one of the first games that allowed the traditional stat barrier of 999 to be broken. Now, there is a cumulative cap. I believe you still can't exceed the 5,996, which would be the normal 999 times 6 stat cap. But you can go up to 1,200 in a stat instead of 999. So what we're going to do is focus Maya exclusively on speed, because, as I mentioned before, the combat engine in this game is super jank. Because it is super jank, it is also very exploitable. So what you do is you pick a monster that has insane speed. Maya is a good candidate for this. Whoops. Actually managed to mess that one up. Go me. Maya has really good speed growths. As a result, you can basically push it into the enemy monster's faces And because when they're at close range, they're not allowed to attack any other monster except those that are at close range, and Maya will basically become a damage soak. The difference is it's a speed monster, so it won't get hit, so it will just dodge everything, allowing the other monsters in my party to attack safely from a distance. That is Maya's entire role in this party, and she will likely do nothing but. Now, fun thing is, like, before I started recording today's episode, I actually went to Legend Cup, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna look up some monster information. I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty a little bit. There isn't any. No one cares. There's literally no documentation on, like, Monster Gross or Fusion. There's literally nothing, because nobody likes Monster Rancher EVO. Is that not sadistically hilarious? Because I think it is. Now, you know what? I'm gonna calm down for just a second. I will say, EVO did some things right. First off, I think EVO probably has the best music of any Monster Rancher game, like, of any of them, I'd argue. And honestly, it dared to be different. It's not just retreading stuff that 4 or 3 did. So, like, there's that, and I think that on its own is kind of neat. So, like, it's cool that, you know, they took the time out to give it its own identity. That's really cool. And also, some of the characters are really good. Honestly, a lot of the characters in this game kind of look a lot like characters that would show up in a later Techno-RPG, Nostalgia, for the Nintendo DS. And yes, I will be talking about that on the channel at some point, because I love that game. So it's like, Techno definitely had a style around this time, and honestly, like, I think the game looks good, the game sounds good. Yeah, and the idea is very creative. You know? I think that you have to say that. Like, the characters are fun, like, the circus idea is really neat. Like, we've known about monster circuses since Monster Rancher 1. One of the first jobs, not first, but one of the jobs of Monster Rancher 1 was to be a circus act. So it makes perfect sense. This has been, like, lore, basically, since the beginning. So, like, I kind of admire that idea, you know? So it's, like, in all respects, I think it's kind of neat in that way. Now, that being said, that's probably all the nice things I can say. Okay, I probably have to go into town and find her. That's fine. Let's look at our monster info real quick. Okay, Gigi is really going to be our accuracy monster. I really just want him to be able to snipe enemies. Wrong one. Gelatin will probably be the monster I bench, since it's kind of useless. Eagle King will probably be our tank for slower target enemies. And Maya is all about that gotta go fast. That is literally everything she'll be dedicating her life towards. So, now that the plot has found us and we've been able to grind up a little bit, let's head down and go talk to Daisy. Let's go talk to Hi, I'm Daisy. Like, seriously, just, like, looking around, this is neat. Is it Monster Rancher? No. But it is neat. And I think there is something to be said for that. The game has its own identity. It has this, like, industrial punk thing going on, and, like, you get the sense there's a story being told here. I find the idea captivating. It's not really a Monster Rancher setting, but it is a setting, and the setting certainly is eye-catching. There is something to be said for that much. But, again, probably all the nice things I can even say. Honestly, the town layouts suffer from the fact that most of them are way, way, way too big. And, yeah, there she is. Ah, there you are, finally. Are you ready? Yep. Alright, tomorrow I'll be waiting at your special battle arena. Okay, so. Now that we have done that, actually we can just advance the week, it doesn't matter. There's nothing else for us to do right now. So, remember how we had a quote-unquote tournament that consisted of one battle in Chapter 1? Well, guess what? We're doing it again. Go to it, partner. Did you stop calling him partner? I'm down, you two. So, what should we do, Daisy? You two. Only one of them was getting heated. Simple. The last one left wins, so you want to aim for the ones who are in the lead, partner. Actually, no. If it was a last man standing, you'd actually want to take out the stragglers first. Save your strength for the ones that matter later on. Let them tire themselves out. The ones in lead now are those goofy breeders over there. Simple, right? Goofy. Ah. Yeah, they're back. Ha ha ha! Speak of the devil, the violet cat's at your service. We'll get the Geonite and sell it on the black market. A perfect evil plan. I told you, my father can give us all the money we need. Why do we have to do that? Quiet, my lady. We are evil. We must survive by using our evil wits. It's the means that's important, not the result. You gotta kind of admire the fact that he's a man of principle in his own weird way. Of course, Dottie. I've been such a fool. You're a regular evil genius. Ha ha ha! Enough flattery. Hey, Dottie. Here they are again. Well, anyway, I guess we have to beat them, right? You got it. Get to it, partner. So, here we go. With our master strategy of putting Maya in the front and letting everything else sort itself out. Wait, this is a speed item. Disregard. No, take those off. Stop being a failure. There we go. That's any speed boost is good. I kind of like what they were trying to do with the whole, like, equipment deal, but, like, it's so obviously superfluous and not super... Okay, you idiot. Attack. Stop. You are so dumb. Nah. Let's snipe them. Of course, once you break one of their monsters, their maximum guts regen naturally goes down, since it hinges on team play. Alright, Maya, point is to not be hit. You seem to be a little puzzled about that. How annoying. Apparently I need to get Maya's speed up higher. Well, let's wait for the guts discrepancy. I admit I get kind of impatient in this game because it's Monster Rancher EVO, so yeah. Once the guts discrepancy is back in my favor, I'll just open up on them. G10 sucks. Probably let him attack one more time, and then we'll... Oops. You know what? Yeah, why not? Just do it. Nah, never mind. You suck. Sorry, Eagle King. You're not that good. Yay! We were extremely ineffectual! Well, at least that's like finally some halfway decent anima gain. Took an entire dungeon to amount to what that one boss fight did. Dottie, we lost again. Remember, a true evil genius won't give up until the fat lady sings. For now, let's get out of here. Come, my lady. Okay, Dottie, but we'll be back. I mean... You gotta admire persistence, I guess. Alright, now we can head for the capital, Nayuta. Yes, I knew you could do it, Snek Clown. Just a minute. What? It's a furry! Run, Snek Clown! You have no chance to survive, make your time! I haven't seen you around here. Are you from another town? Who are you? I am Juchu. I assume it's Juchu or Jushu, if you're going for like a Chinese-style name. Sponsor this contest. I challenge you to a fight. The winner gets a prize. What? Isn't that a little pushy? It doesn't matter. This is a forced loss battle. Don't misunderstand me. This is an order, not a request. I don't like it, but you don't seem like to change your mind, so I accept. Alright then. You at least need to have some sense. I like that. Let's go. Watch out, Snek Clown. If I wanted to be really mean, I could just throw in... You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't think this actually will impact your lifespan at all. But this is how I choose to deal with this problem. Because this fight's unwinnable. Alright, Sacrificial Lamb, go out there and do your thing. Yeah. As far as I can tell, you literally cannot win this. It's not like I've ever sat around and ground up my monsters to try to see if it's at all possible. I don't think it is. Oh, these are just rare jokers, by the way. I don't think these are even ones you can raise. Good job, Gelatin. You did just as well as I hoped. You're pretty weak. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I just started the game! You're too strong! You have to be strong to survive. That's true of both people and monsters. And furries. You weakling, this is no place for you. Be gone. Are you okay? My protagonist feelings... You don't look good. Let's get back to the tent. Yes, let's get back, partner. Yes. Hi, Domo. Sorry, Snek Clown. As protagonists go in the series, you probably suck the hardest. Bro doesn't look too good. Yeah, let's leave him alone, Tico. You almost had them. It was close. It was not close. They literally dodged every attack I threw at them. No, Daisy. I was destroyed out there. She was in a different class. It was all the others' fault. You did fine. But listen, I have a favor to ask. What? More money-making schemes? Enough already. No, nothing like that. Just hear me out, okay? The only thing that can help this town survive is the factory. Yeah, I heard people saying that. But some people wanted the town back the way it was. They formed a group to overthrow the factory called La Resistance. Because this game is full of very creative and original ideas. Truth is, I'm a member. I've been investigating the factory undercover. Investigating? What for? It's part of our battle plan. If our plan works out, our Geonite troubles will be over. We want you to help us, partner. Well, you don't have to give us an answer straight away. I'll bring our leader to meet you. Then we can talk more. What is this La Resistance group actually planning to do? Yeah, right now... Right now, he's just kind of busy feeling sorry for himself, so... Yeah... You suck, Snek Clown. That's all I'm saying. See, that there is kind of a big divide in protagonist energy between Monster Ranchers 4 and EVO. Our leader, just like I promised. Boss, if you would. Good work, Daisy. Huh? You're the leader? That's right, kitten. Gadget guy by day, leader of La Resistance by night. That's the amazing identity of Bruce the Lodestar. Now to business. Our plan is to destroy the machines in the factory that consume the Geonite. I discovered the factory's secret. The place is a wastewater outlet. It's the only way in. There's a nasty monster on guard there. He means monsters. There's lots and lots and lots of them. We need someone who can beat it. We've been searching for a skilled breeder who doesn't depend on the factory. We can't pay you anything, but we can supply you Geonite. Please, will you help us? Hold on, I think you got the wrong guy. Huh? What do you mean, honey boy? I'm not as strong as you think I am. Remember the tournament? You weren't properly prepared, and your monster was tired. Your monster was also gelatin, so... No, Yuta, I'm just not good enough. Don't say that. Idiot! Huh? No. You lost one stinking match. The important thing is what you do next. Learn from it, go out there again, and get better. Yeah, see... Yuta has way more right being the main character than you. Like, yeah, hey, there's something I hadn't thought of before. Why isn't Nayuta the main character? She has the much more interesting design, and, you know, she has that, you know, appeal to teenage boys thing going on. It's like, what purpose does Julio even serve other than to sit there and just sandbag the entire game? She's way better. I know you can do it. I believe in you, Nayuta. Nay believes, and I do too. You're strong, bro. Hiko, respond to trust. This important. Listen to all your friends and what they say. You want to so-call on your own? Godfrey, Marlene, didn't you say it yourself? Let's help save this town. Save the town? That's right, Albert. There isn't time for moping. So, will you go for it, sonny boy? Okay, there's no point in hanging around, right? I'll do it. Standing around doing nothing won't get us anywhere. Right. Thank you. We'll discuss the details later. See you soon. So remember that whole the plot's driving us, not the other way around thing? Yeah, that's still true. However, I feel like maybe one more go ought to be good. Now, you can pretty much change it right up until the last second, and Alfred... I've never seen Alfred ever say any... Albert say anything negative about a scheduling choice. We're ready, young friends, and someone will guide you into the factory. Like the boss says, you let me handle the details. Okay, Daisy, let's get ready, Nayuta. Roger that. And Daisy's going, I'm in it too. No, you can't, Tico. It's too dangerous. Yes, I'm not staying. Hey, little one, don't you make a scene. Now be quiet. Let's see them all properly, okay? Now, you and Godfrey will wait right here for them to come back. See, like, now he's speaking in normal sentences. This is what I'm talking about, is like, Godfrey, like, the Hulk speak is so pointless. Okay, I guess. Thank you, Godfrey. Take care of Tico. Right, let's go to the factory. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. Yeah, that can continue to wait. I will, however, cut ahead for your benefit after the repeated show. So I'll see you guys there. The time has come. Let's be off. Wow, Tico, way to let your mom rest before the big adventure. Whatever. Now for the dungeon of the chapter, the Grabad Factory. So, what kind of pulse-pounding threats await us? Well, that kind. The exact kind that we've already dealt with before. Good. Looks like you managed to make it. Never would have thought there was a way in here. Unfortunately, this is as far as I can take you. Any further and we'll run into those guard monsters I was telling you about. Okay, thank you, Daisy. Leave the rest to us. So, same rules apply. Hit him from behind when you can. Though there will be many instances in this dungeon where that is literally impossible. Get rid of the mochi first. Well, yeah, here's another thing you may or may not have noticed. There is no accuracy readout. You basically just get to guess. Why? Because... I meant to attack the mochi again. Oh well, I'll take that. And that's basically how we're going to win every single fight in this game. What? Oh boy, can't wait to sell this for 10 gold. I think that's the door we have to get through. Yeah. We have to do something with this weird water first. I don't think that's water. But if there are doors over there, there must be some way to get to it. Yep, let's keep moving. Good grammar. Also, unless you have a ride monster, this is as fast as you're going. So once again, we need to be as opportunistic as possible. Now's not the time, GG. You know what, let's give it a try. We can probably hit a Lesion, can't we? Nicely done. Yeah, that really is basically the best strategy in the game. If there's a better one, then it requires much more forethought than I'm willing to... I walked through the monster. Everyone saw that, right? I walked through the monster. That was the dumbest thing in this game, I swear. It finds new and extravagant ways to be complete, utter jank. I guess the enemies are going to let us catch up again. Sigh. Battle music's good, at least. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's about the amount of damage I expected. Wow, absolute utter fail. Yeah, accuracy really is the dominant stat in Monster Rancher, isn't it? They're just not attacking. I don't know if I broke the game or what at this point. Whatever. Gift horse, mouth. I guess they finally got around to doing something. Alright, can we go without clipping through monsters here going forward? Huh? Can we do that, please? It would just mean a lot to me, is what I'm saying. Whoops. Oh well. What's cautionary discretion, anyhow? That was lucky. Oh yeah, unlike Monster Rancher 4, we don't heal over time. Someone was kind enough to point out, I think it was Razia the Seeker pointed out, that it had a monster with full health on point, so the game thought I was trying to heal that monster, the one that didn't need it. And I was just basically like, oh, well, the game's, you know, jank, so obviously it's just a bug. But can you blame me for coming to that conclusion? Our gut return is super slow. Maya, you're supposed to dodge! Oh my gosh, come on. Making me look bad for the folks at home. Yeah, and monsters don't heal during expeditions, so, sucks. Chests are either vendor trash or Jack in the Cho, and I'm not interested in either of those things. What's this lever? This one big lever, what's it for? Even with all our strength, it just won't budge. I bet it has something to do with the strange water. I know, what about a monster? For some inexplicable reason, yes. Alright, idiot, get to it. Think that stuff's radioactive? Not gonna matter if we drained it. The entire room's gonna be, you know, hot. I don't mean physically hot, I mean, you know, the gift that keeps on giving radiation hot. Alright. Be mindful in our approach. We need every advantage we can get. Not to the point where my strategy is sufficiently broken yet, so... Actually, yes. So we're gonna attack their tank. I'm gonna be honest, the 3-on-3 combat also makes fights in this game feel very, very slow-paced. Like, everything in this game just wants to take forever. The training takes too long, the animations take too long. All of it just... It feels so sluggish. Everything is just wading its way through molasses the entire game. That's what it feels like to me. Oh, and there's no timer, by the way. There is no battle timer at all. Not that I've ever seen. Right, you can only toggle between monsters if they're in the same range band. You know what? I'm counting. I'm counting this Let's Play as Meet the Maya and Meet the Pororo. I'm counting this entire Let's Play as Meet the Maya and Meet the Pororo. Because, like, there's no mechanical information for these monsters. I don't think EVO has a competitive scene. I kind of hope it doesn't. Of all games in the franchise, it certainly doesn't deserve one. It's not a good game, it's not a good engine. Like, Monster Rancher 4's battle is so much better. The 3-on-3 thing just slows it down way too much. Oh, and the anima system. The anima system, wherein you need like 1,000 anima to get anything. But let's stop and look at that real quick. So Peroro here, he looking actually has the most, probably because Gigi got knocked out in the last dungeon. Let's look. I can get a new short range attack, so that's something. Yeah, a couple short range attacks. I can get a support skill, which raises defense on a monster that already emphasizes defense, and I can get Magician. When hitting an enemy, it makes it easier to change their state, which is useless for a golem, by the way. Yeah, I could get like a damage up, standard damage up kind of thing. Support increases effectiveness of support skills. Again, golem. Small might be nullified. Like, look how expensive all of this is. It's frustrating. Just like none of this is. You're gonna be like into this dungeon or the next in the game before you're gonna be able to start getting any of these. In fact, we want strong body. I want to get in some accuracy increasing stuff, but you know, work to your strengths first. GG is definitely going to get Caution and Sixth Sense. And I think every monster, kind of 6. Use this to suppress its injury. What does that even mean? It can weaken the anger. Great. Thanks. Most monsters will want an attack stat, the attack skill that changes their predominant attack, a defensive stat, and like maybe 1 or 2 support skills. Honestly, like a lot of the resistance skills from what I've seen are honestly garbage in this game. Maybe to make up for the fact that Windlore was so OP in Monster Rancher 4. But yeah, the anima system's super expensive, and it's super, super dumbed down. It's nowhere near as robust or interesting as the skill systems found in Monster Rancher 4 and Advance 2. And honestly, like, it's kind of weird, because, like, the way the point-buy anima system works would actually work really well in a tabletop setting. But, like, in terms of the actual gameplay, it's actually pretty weak. If you're wondering if combat ever gets more robust than that, there is a button-mashing minigame you can partake in. I don't really like it, and I think it's very antithetical to Monster Rancher combat, but you can if you really want. Most bosses, after a certain point in the story, will always try to use it, too. I don't really remember the layout, and I could be checking the map, but honestly, you don't need to. Because the vast majority of the maps are basically a straight line with a couple detours here and there. Alright, idiot. Oh, wrong button. Which button was it? Oh. Good going, idiot. Shame I don't want it. Yeah, like, no, is there a competitive scene for this game? Leave a comment, I'd be curious. You guys hold Monster Rancher EVO tournaments? Please don't. Please don't do that! Am I going backwards? No, actually I'm still on the right track. Also, remember how unlocking Maya was a completely, like, set story event that you couldn't miss no matter what? Guess what? Every single monster unlock in the game is the same. They're all just story beats that you physically cannot miss. That's going to cause a big complication after this fight. If these start lasting as long as I fear they're going to, don't be too surprised if I start skipping ahead. I just really want these fights to be over with. Thank goodness. Thank whatever deity presides over the world of Monster Rancher. Oh, he gets to immediately flip around like he has a magnet tied to his face. Wait, it didn't count? This game is so jank. I don't even know what to do. That is so frustrating. Like, this and 3 did this too, where like you basically just don't get an accuracy readout, makes these games infinitely harder and more frustrating and way less fun. If I have an accuracy readout, there's like strategy involved. I have to consider, when do I want to attack? When do I want to wait? But like, there's no accuracy readout. So just like Monster Rancher 3, I have to guess. Ah, but Snek, there is an accuracy readout. Shut up. There is, but it's worthless. Oh, good. I want to be able to tell how I'm going to hit based on a cell phone reception indicator. That's just great GUI design, guys. I'm kidding. If you like Monster Rancher 3, that's fine. I just hated absolutely everything about it. Actually, funny enough, both my PS1 and my PS2 are hand-me-downs. So I kind of came to the party a little late. So actually, by the time I got my PS2, the first, like, I think EVO was not out yet, but Monster Rancher 4 was. So the first game I got with my PS2 was actually Monster Rancher 4. And I had already seen video and stuff of Monster Rancher 3 and already decided to pass on it till, like, years and years later. I got it for completion. I wanted to say that, you know, I had played it, and I had a 100% save file on a memory card, and that was it. That was, I played the game again one last time, where I basically was a personal Let's Player for my friends, and I did that. I think I did the Zan story event, because it's, like, kinda referenced again in Monster Rancher 4. But yeah, 3 is not good, and honestly, in many mechanical respects, EVO takes everything that was bad about 3 and makes it worse. Go with the Lesion first. Have a higher chance to hit. If we can just get rid of him, then we're just money ahead. Okay, maybe I'm in the minority, but I kind of feel like Mew should have stayed Nya. I don't know. I don't know if it's being a weeb or exoticism or what it is. It kind of felt like changing it to Mew made it more generic. Like, maybe that was the point. Maybe that's what they were going for, but, like, I don't know. Just... oh, jeez. I don't know. It kind of felt like changing it to Mew made it lose a little something. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. I'm probably just a huge stupid weeb. What do I know? Yep, this is why I always have one really high attack stat monster, one really high accuracy monster, and then a speed monster. Because honestly, it's basically what I've found to be the dominant strategy. I can easily beat the game with these 3 monsters now that I have them. Hey, is he up there? Don't you think it's a bit odd? Maybe the door is booby-trapped. In any case, let's get over there first. Which makes no sense, given what they just got done saying, but they want you to scale up this little corkscrew real quick. Ah, there we go. And why do they want you to go up the corkscrew, you might ask? Well, I will show you. There is a reason. I made it up, but I don't see anything. Aha, some kind of switch. Maybe it's a button? I bet a monster could push it. What if something bad happens? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You don't know until we try. Yep. This is the game's idea of a puzzle. Well, my monsters apparently are just gone. I've not had this happen before. Even rotating them doesn't warp them to me. This is a very interesting problem to be having. Does it show? Is that my monster? Are you joking right now? Oh, this game. Alright guys, I'm gonna be back in 5. So, turns out you can tell your monster to stop, and they will literally not start following you again until you press, of all things, R2. Why? I don't know. This game, it exists. All that to open a door. That's the high-mindedness we're operating under here. Yeah, be sure to actually follow along, guys. I should have known things were going too well and it was entirely too quiet. Weird that you can keep them for fights, even if they're miles and miles away, but not for puzzles. At any rate, we're finally ready to move on. If I can stop running into technical difficulties. Technical difficulty is more complex than my monster is an idiot. Something wrong, Nayuda? Huh? I feel like somebody's watching us. No, it's nothing. Let's go. Hehe, I'll be here to protect Naya if anything happens. Let's go, Galf. I don't like Tico. We go back now. If that's what you want, then I'll just go on by myself. I swear I will. Tico, go by yourself. It's dangerous. I really don't like. That's why you should come with me. Let's go, Galf. Uh-oh. Everybody gonna be mad. And we're back to Hulk speaking. Yay! Good job, Dorkfish. Let's see. Not too many enemy monsters in this area. I might foolishly believe that will make things relatively straightforward. You'd also be wrong. You think this cogwheel is part of a mechanism or something? Well, we're stuck. I wonder if there's a switch anyway that will stop it. Yeah, let's look around. Now, speaking of basically unmissable unlocks, wait a minute. Oh, Nayuda. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep going with it. What is it? Some kind of part for a machine. This looks like a part to a hanger that isn't working anymore. Hanger. Hanger is a machine monster. Unlike other monsters, even if Hingers die, their bodies just remain behind forever, just like this. Actually, any monster in the artificial family would fall into that, including Mews and Golems. Machine monster, huh? It looks kind of lonely somehow. I think it can still feel emotion. I think it wants to meet somebody who will be a good partner and understand it. Oh. Did you know Hingers were locked? Hingers were also locked. Did you know that every unlock in the game is basically going to follow this kind of principle? Because they are. What in the world? I think I feel a new power welling up inside me. I'm able to create new Hinger species. Hey, now just maybe I can create monsters I never used to be able to create. Form the saucer. Let's try it. Form the saucer? That's just illiteracy. What? Oh boy, you found some water. Good for you. Nuts to it. I don't care that bad. Yeah, sound. From back by the cogwheel. Let's go check it out. Aw, man. That puzzle was so complicated, you guys. Did you figure it out? Is he a head guy? We are now into Sonic Forces style gameplay, where I can literally just hold forward on the control stick, and I win. Oh yay! The like, one actual puzzle in this stage. Now what? Another weird apparatus. That lever's just screaming to be pulled, huh? It's too easy. Quit worrying, it'll work. Everything else she said will work thus far has worked. I mean, what do you want? So, it's easy. Pull a lever, boxes stop moving. Boxes stop moving. That's no good. Make a path and you're done. That's the puzzle. Check the map to get our bearings. Yep, 3 forced encounters and then our way forward. Essentially a straight line. So now we're emulating the gameplay of Final Fantasy XIII. What's this box? There's switches on either side. Maybe it's a treasure box. I hope it is. It's not. Bruce and Daisy are waiting for us to get back. Darn right. So, here's the thing. The monsters in here actually have a super aggro AI. You push these things, these boxes lift, and they will charge straight for you headlong. But here's the kicker. You can't skip it. You literally have to walk into the obvious trap that is obvious. Like so. Best you can do is kinda angle yourself in their general direction and hope that you meet face to face. Maya! Oh my god, this game. Alright, we'll just go without. This place is just loaded with monsters that I don't like. I like Suezo. That's not what I'm talking about. I just really hate, Jack and the Cho. That's all they are in this game. It's all just Jack and the Cho. Actually, I realized I made a bit of a tactical error there. clearly need to grind Maya up more. Oh, but as said, you have to. You're not given a choice. So why bother with this stupid lock? I don't know. I swear to whatever deity presides over the world of Monster Rancher, I will put you through a rock grinder, Evil King. Ah, of course, he has no trouble hitting you, idiot. Sigh. At least Gigi has the wherewithal to actually get out of the way of harm. I swear, this game is just kind of designed to be as frustrating as possible, especially in the early game. By end game, you're not going to have any of these issues. Like, every single frustrating part of the game happens right out of the gate. Seriously? This is why an accuracy readout is a crucial part of Monster Rancher combat. Of course, he dies by the attack that looks like he walks into it on purpose. No, I didn't want to target him. I mentioned how slow everything in this game is. I think I need to comment it. Oh wait, I missed a button somewhere. You had to push all 6 on a regardless basis. And no, none of them have any treasure in them. Finally. And I think... well, yeah, we're basically almost at the boss of this stage, and we're not going to be able to win. I'll tell you that. Oh, this camera is terrible. Monster Ranchers 4 and EVO use an inverted camera perspective. So left is actually, like, the camera physically moving to the left, not panning your view to the left. And I get that there's some people who like that, and, you know, whatever you need to get through life, buddy, but you're wrong. 4, it's a little less frustrating on a... Oh, good. You just got to take some free damage from that, even though I was safe. Awesome. Love this game so much. Yep, we're about to fight a boss that we have no hope of beating. Let's see what happens, guys. Why not? What do you say, Bajarl? The air in this place can be stale and stagnant. I do not like this place, not one bit. I wish to return quickly. I mean, so do I, but instead of return, I mean, like, play a better game. Hee hee, that's it, that's the way. Pump up that Geonite. Huh? That guy, what in the world is he doing? Hold it right there, you're a resident of Warp, aren't you? Nayuta? Huh? The fact that you know that name must mean that you're a citizen of Tochika, aren't you? Even though that civilization's been dead for centuries. That's right, I'm a Tochikan Shrine Maiden, and you, what exactly are you up in this town? Hee hee, make weapons and the town becomes unsettled. Disputes break out, humans weaken. Not really. Snekberg, we are all pretty heavily armed, and we're just fine. Before we go to the trouble of destroying this world, why not have human beings do it themselves? You won't get away with it. I'll stop you. You'll stop me? How exactly with that frail little body of yours, Tochika girl? I have a little friend like you to meet. Sorry, Snek Clown. I've got to explain later. Please, gotta stop him. Please stop him. Okay, you got it. Here goes. Yeah, you have absolutely no prayer of winning this, buddy. It's a very cute idea. Oglemok, or perhaps Ogre Mock, I'm not sure, is a reference to the mock species. Wow. Outstanding, GG. Outstanding. Does it matter? Should I even fight back at this point? Let's try and see how many times. Oh, I'd only have to hit him 30 times to win. You know, not a big deal or anything. Seeing as how Maya is supposed to be here to take the flak of his low accuracy attacks and make this super easy for us. No, this is just stupid at this point. Nice job dodging. Oh, this game. It's no use. We can't win. Keep going, our monsters will be in danger. Let's go for now. Come on. Yeah, no, I would use a much stronger word. Running away, are they? Thought we'd get a little more fun with them. But all the puzzles and stuff are done, so there's that. So, yeah, screw this game. I'll see you guys next time.